Thirsty Thursday edition of Liquid Lunch on Biz TV. I'm John Tobacco. No, I'm not in the Corona Bunker Studios today, as you can tell. I am in the Big Apple, right here in the heart of New York City, Midtown Manhattan, just steps away from WABC Radio, just right across the street from Newsmax TV. Lots of fun stuff going on today. I got some meetings a little later, so I had to take the show on the road. But the team is working hard at home base. My friend Erin is over here, and she's treating me like a king here at the Kimberly. I am well fortified with a cocktail to take you through this hour. We got a lot going on today, especially I'm so pumped because Joe Theismann's going to be with us a little later in the hour. Kieran Lawler is going to be here. He's a New York State Assemblyman talking about there's over 100,000 ballots here in New York that have been found to be tampered with. So as this whole universal mail-in voting, I am telling my friends, and everyone's calling me, JT, what about this mail-in? What's going to happen? How does it work? What the heck is going on? And I would say to be safe, what you probably want to do is mail in your ballot, okay, and go to the polls and vote. And if one doesn't work, the other may. And if the system works as it's supposed to, they'll see, oh, Jane voted in person, so let's get rid of her mail-in vote. Now, many people saying that across the country in different places, depending on where the local Board of Elections stands. Some people may fool around with the ballots for Trump. Some people may fool around with the ballots for Biden. I would say make sure your vote is counted. Get your butt to the polls and vote. And if you can't, mail in the ballot, or just do both and see what happens, okay? NFL Hall of Fame quarterback Joe Theismann joins us a little later. I want to get his take on the Washington Redskins changing their name to the Washington Football Club and all this crap that's going on with COVID and Black Lives Matter in the NFL. There's so much to talk about with Joe Theismann, but there's a lot to talk about right here. Joe, last night, the vice presidential debate went off, and it was fantastic, if you ask me, because there was at least a level of civility in there. And if you take a look, the big thing the Democrats are making this whole election about is, quite frankly, coronavirus. And Mike Pence weighed in on when we'll have a vaccine. And Nico, if we could play if we can play SOT 10 for our audience to see exactly what Mike Pence said about getting a vaccine to make people feel more comfortable.
The reality is that we're going to have a vaccine, Senator, in record time, in unheard of time, in less than a year. We have 5 companies in phase 3 clinical trials, and we're right now producing tens of millions of doses. So the fact that you continue to undermine public confidence in a vaccine, if the vaccine emerges during the Trump administration, I think is unconscionable. And Senator, I just ask you, stop playing politics with people's lives. The reality is that we will have a vaccine, we believe, before the end of this year. And it will have the capacity to save countless American lives, and your continuous undermining of confidence in a vaccine is it's just unacceptable.
You can't disagree with the VP on that one. You can't disagree with hanging with us because we're going to be here for the next hour, and Joe Theismann joins us in a little bit. We'll take a quick break right here and come back to breeze you right through hour 2 with Kieran Lawler, New York State Assemblyman, talking about election fraud.